Okay, so this is a bleed bag. We use this for major bleeds, or a lot of times we have so many nosebleeds around here. So what you'll do is you don't want to move the person from where they're at. You don't want to track their blood anywhere else. So at this point, you'll either double whistle us to go get this for you, or we'll be over with it too. So this is always sitting in first aid on the desk. Obviously it's red, it's standing out, you know where it's at. So what happens is you'll look inside. It has everything you possibly need for any kind of blood. So if a kid comes up to you and he has a bloody nose, you'll get in your fanny pack because you have gloves, and you'll glove up. You'll want to, if you have paper towels or anything like that around you, you will use that. But if not, you don't want that blood to really get anywhere else, so you'll put your hand under their nose to catch it. Once the bleach bag gets there though, we have tons and tons of stuff in here to absorb that blood. We have tons of paper towels for you, extra gloves. We have Coband, which wraps around wounds to keep pressure on it. And you have Kerlix. This is like a pillow almost. It'll absorb blood for about 15 minutes. These are really common for head wounds. You'll just put that on there and hold it on for a really long time. You can even wrap Coband around it so you can use your hands. It also has gauze pads. So what we do is gauze on gauze on gauze. We never take any gauze off because it gets rid of that like bandage seal. Your body already starts to form, so you have tons of those. Use as much as you need. And then we have Band-Aids as normal. We have butterflies, again for head wounds. That's really common to use. We also have little alcohol pads just to disinfect areas if needed. Over here, there's going to be a lot of waste, obviously, if you're using a lot of paper products to absorb this blood. So you'll pull out a biohazard bag, just put whatever you need in it. So if you like use a bunch of paper towels and they're all bloody, stuff's on the ground, you'll just put it up in here and throw it away in first aid in the biohazard trash can. And then you have hydrogen peroxide. So obviously you put this on wounds to sterilize and clean them, but after you're done, a lot of times there's blood on the ground, right? So you're not moving the person because you don't want to make a bigger mess, but you use hydrogen peroxide to clean any blood that's gotten on the floor, on chairs, anything like that, even their clothes. It won't do any damage. Hey guys, so the next thing we're going to talk about is how to remove your gloves properly. They do protect you, but that protection only works if bloodborne pathogens or anything doesn't hit your hands. So the proper way to take them off is you pinch the middle of this glove, and then you pull it off so it doesn't touch your skin. So this glove is now inside out. You grab it with this hand, it's not touching anything but my glove, and you slide one finger in, pull this glove off. You want to make sure it doesn't snap, so that way like the blood or whatever on it goes up everywhere else. So just make sure, and then this isn't inside your glove, it's already touched your hand, you can throw it away.
Okay, go. All right, guys, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to perform the Heimlich. The Heimlich is a thing that we use for choking patrons. So I'm gonna show you how to do it for an adult, and then for the child, an infant, okay? So for an adult, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand behind them, okay? You're gonna ask them to continue to cough. If they can still cough. If it's not a dry cough, if you can tell that they are still able to breathe, just tell them to keep coughing. They're probably gonna be like this. So Chris, can you keep coughing for me? Okay, so I notice he needs a little help. So the coughing's not working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick my leg in between his legs so that I can keep myself sturdy in case he goes unconscious or falls over. I'm gonna wrap my arms around him like this. So this is the ultimate stance. I wanna make sure that my head is on either side of his head. I don't want it directly back, because whenever I'm gonna be doing this, his head might come back and hit mine, okay? So I'm gonna be like this. So I'm gonna face Chris towards you guys now. So my head's off to the side like this. And you're gonna wanna be right under their rib cage or where their belly button is. So when I'm making my hands, I'm gonna make them like this, okay? Kind of like this, with my thumbs up, and I'm gonna put it underneath. If you feel on yourself while you're watching this video, there is a little cavity right between your ribs where you want this to end up. So you don't wanna start there. You wanna start with your thumbs on your belly button, and you wanna make a J motion up into that cavity that you just felt. So I'm gonna do it with Chris. I'm gonna feel for his belly button, and then I'm gonna go J all the way up to his ribs, okay? I'm not gonna actually do that because this hurts actually, this person, but if they're choking, they're not going to care. So you're gonna keep doing that. Just remember the biggest keys are foot in between them, because if he falls, then I have control over myself and I can just lay him on the ground and continue to do my rescue things to him. But yeah, you're just gonna do this until he coughs it up or goes unconscious. So that's for an adult. For a child, so if they're smaller, you're just gonna get on your knee and have the person stand right here on the other side of your knee, and you're gonna make sure your head's on the side of theirs and do the same thing for a child. So just be down on one knee. So choking for an infant, you can do the compressions, but what you want to do if the infant is still conscious, so if they're still crying, they're still choking, you're going to do back blows and chest compressions first. So you can watch the infant video in CPR. It starts off with a Heimlich for the baby, but I'll show you kind of with an invisible baby here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use same arm, same leg, okay? I'm gonna start with back blows first, okay? So I'm gonna have the baby's belly laying on my arm, and I'm gonna have their face like this, and my arm's gonna be straight down their front. So same arm, same leg. I'm gonna be down like this. I'm not gonna be like this, right? Because then their esophagus is horizontal, and that isn't gonna work as well as if I was like this, okay? Because gravity is working with me here. So I'm gonna back blow. I'm gonna be pushing. I'm not gonna be hitting like this. I'm gonna be pushing up, kind of like this. So I'm gonna do 5 of those. So I'm gonna start with 5 back blows like this. Then I'm gonna flip it over after 5 back blows, and I'm gonna hold them on the back of their head, and then do same arm, same leg, and I'm gonna do chest compression. So for infant, we do 2 fingers and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna keep doing this, same arm, same leg, flip the baby over, and do back blows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then flip them over, chest compressions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna do this until the baby starts crying again, if the baby becomes conscious, or until the baby goes limp. If the baby goes limp, then I'm gonna have to lay them on the ground and go through a whole scenario. You cannot wrap your arms around the person if they are too broad or too wide for you to reach your arms around them. You're going to ask them to fall against a chair. So I know this sounds like it's gonna hurt, and it probably will, but that's the only way we can assist these people. So you're gonna have a chair, a folding chair would probably work, and then you're just gonna have them stand away from it, and then you're not gonna push them or anything like that. You're just gonna have them hold on to it and then fall onto it to where it hits that cavity of their upper ribs, or their lower ribs, sorry. So that where that cavity is, you're gonna have that chair hit right there for somebody that you cannot wrap your arms around for.
Okay, so we're gonna go over recovery position now. This is whenever you bring someone, if you have to do CPR on them and they come back, or if you pull them out and they need time to rest. This is kind of the position that you'll use for them to protect themselves. So this is like our normal starting position. You'll have the arm up. I like to do the arm closest to me, right? So I like to pull them towards me. So you do close arm up, opposite leg up, right? And then you'll want to grab in positions where you can, get good grip and pull them towards you. You also want to kind of bring this to get that ready. So you want to grab kind of on the hip and then on the shoulder, and then just pull them slowly towards you. So see this knee, and then this knee helps them, be stable. Their arm is down so they can stabilize themselves too, and then their other arm acts as a pillow. And that is the rescue position.